Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. So, this is episode 12 of The Health Show. And today we're going to be joined by Aisha Ashfaq Khan. She's a design student and she's a lifestyle blogger. She's Karachi based, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Just hang on until. Hello, Salim. Sarah, how are you? So it's been a good day today. I got a lot of things done. There was a lot of Isaac work, Isaac related work as well. I had to submit the remainings of a budget. I did that. I went to the bank, and it was it was a lot of time after when I went to the bank. Or it was good to see that people are following following and practicing all the SOPs. It was really good to see there are strict guidelines, and people are adhering to it and people are following it. And so it was good. It was good to know that things are coming back together, aisa aisa. And I feel like this is good. Inshallah, we'll be back to our usual routines soon. Hello, everybody who joined. So I'm just waiting for Aisha to join in. And yeah, besides that, when I went to the on Sadak pe jab nikla, there was a lot of traffic. Matlab, Sadak pe jaake you cannot like tell if people are staying at home or not. Obviously, people have things to do, but it was really good to see people following SOPs. Yeah, there was that. Besides that, it's been a great day. Hello, Ruj, how are you? So nice to have you here. Yeah, so my live sessions are all about people that I invite over. They're those people who I want to share their life journeys. We talk about mental health. We talk about health and wellness in today's society. We talk about how can we actually create a difference in people's lives. So this is all about bringing value to you guys. That's why I have a lot of athletes coming in as well. There's a lot of athletes lined up. There's another athlete for the show, by the way, tomorrow as well. So I'm really excited, and I hope, and I'm getting a lot of DMs that it's actually making a difference. So I'm really happy. Thank you, Sadaf. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How's the whole NST application thing going on and the CCVP? Hello, Amin. Hello, Mr. Numan. How are you? Such a player. Yeah, you can like just send me a text. You can just DM me, and we can like figure out about the collaboration and everything. Work something out. That's great, Sadaf. You should continue this. Hello, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I think my
I'm
my
good.
screen
I'm
is
good.
stuck. Is it?
Nahin, it's all good.
So I can't see myself though. My screen. I'll join again. Okay. Just give me a
Sure,
sec.
sure, sure. That NST process and then the whole CCTP process, all of these things, they give you a lot of experience because you go through a lot. Hello, Ms. Prasa, nice to have you. So I see there's a lot of people waiting for Aisha.
Okay. Hi.
All right, so you're back.
Again, I think there's something wrong with my internet.
What's up, Mifra? I heard you guys are having a prof real soon. I heard it was real quick, the notification and everything. Hi, thank you. I'll read out that DM inshallah. just do one thing. Or just send me another DM, just send me another message, so it comes on the top because there's like a pile of messages. It gets buried under, so like I can see that. Yeah, so like prof season is there, and everybody's super stressed. I mean, like, but it's you know tricky business. But for you guys, especially for you guys, people from Karachi Medical Dental College, you guys have a lot of stress, no doubt, no doubt. Like मुझे एकदम से notification आ जाते हैं, एकदम से a lot of administration issues. That's like a big problem.
Hi again. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. So as Sadaf says, ये तो होगा, PDCL sucks.
But I'm not using PDCL at the moment. I do have PDCL at my place, but I'm not using it right now because I know it doesn't work.
All right. How's K Electric, having you guys?
Achha, initially it was really bad. It was giving us, K was giving us a really bad, tough time, I would say. But now it has gotten better, alhamdulillah. Like, अब पे light भी नहीं जा रही है. कुछ एक हफ्ते से ऐसा ना हो कि अब चली जाए.
Wow,
My
that's
screen is
good.
still stuck. I have no idea what is wrong with this thing.
So like you can see me, but your side is stuck.
Yeah, mine is stuck, but I can see you, which is weird.
I think there's a problem, but let's go. Let's go. Like we can see you. All of us can see you, right?
Okay.
Guys, can you like tell us?
Okay. Cool.
Mahadaiva, can you guys see Aisha?
But I don't know कैसी लग रही हूँ मुझे दिख नहीं रहा ना अपना.
It's all good. All right, let's start then. First of all, tell us about yourself, Aisha. Who is Aisha Ashfaq Khan? What did she do? Tell us everything about yourself.
Aisha Ashfaq Khan. Okay, quite interesting. Well, she's very opinionated. Like, I would just give a brief description of who I am. Okay, she's an opinionated girl, so yeah, who looks for opportunities wherever and however, कहीं भी जाना होगा, बस she's gonna look for opportunities to improve herself, to explore herself better. And whereas she's doing fashion designing, जिसको कुछ idea नहीं था fashion designing होता क्या है, कैसे करते हैं, क्या होता है, because she studied medicine, medicine aspect thing all her life. O levels, A levels, then even gave her MCAT exam and ended up being in a fashion school. So yeah, other than that, I'm working with ISEC and I am from ISEC in Karachi, okay? And I am currently serving as the national auditor of ISEC in Pakistan as well. And other than that, I'm working on this brand launch. Okay, I'm working on my own brand. So that's pretty much who I am.
Wow, that is huge. And for people who don't know, basically this is Isaac in Islamabad and that is Isaac in Karachi right now. And all right, do you want to tell us about the brand launch, or is it something like surprise? It's like a surprise.
It's a surprise for now. I'm working on it. I'm gonna put up a teaser soon. So yeah, we're gonna reveal
That
the
is
logo
cool.
and everything. Yeah, we're working on it. So
That
we're gonna
is
reveal it inshallah after Eid.
sure, inshallah. I'm excited already. Best of luck. All right.
Thank
So
you.
since you're in the health show, tell us about this. How do you keep yourself healthy, and how can people all around, listening to you right now, can keep themselves healthy?
Healthy. Okay, I'm not really the right person to answer this because you would do it better than anyone because you saw me all dead at NLC. But yeah, I'm trying to get better with time, and honestly, I think this pandemic has brought quite a few improvements in me because I am taking care of my diet. Not exactly, but yeah, I'm avoiding junk. Uh, Other than that, I honestly prioritize mental health over physical health. So I believe that if you're healthy, if your mental state is at peace, then I think you're a healthy person. So yeah, because honestly, आप खा लेते हैं, अच्छा पी लेते हैं, but if your brain is not working properly, if you're stressed out, you're depressed, you're having anxiety issues, whatsoever. So I think that is like it's not healthy for me. So I prioritize that over my physical health, but that does not mean that one should neglect their physical health. That is equally important, but that's just how I take it.
That is cool. All right. Tell us about this. Because it's a very, it's sort of a question that puts people in existential crisis because, I make them go back in time. So tell us about this. What is that one thing you wish you had known at the age of 20?
Okay, one thing that I wish I had known. Mm, yeah, okay. So I personally believe that an individual is solely responsible for their own happiness and for the shortcomings that they face in their life. So this is something that I think everyone should know when they hit the age of 20, because that is where they, hitting their professional life basically, वो सारा बचकाना सब कुछ छूट जाता है, and you need to realize कि यार जो हम कहते हैं ना कि यार फलां की वजह से ऐसा हो गया, फलां ने ये कर दिया, तो we blame the other person rather than taking it on ourselves. We don't blame ourselves. Like जो भी एक खुशी है तो उसके responsible भी हम हैं, अगर कोई मुसीबत आ रही है तो उसकी responsible भी हैं, and we should be tackling it ourselves rather than relying on others, being dependent on others कि यार नहीं वो ठीक कर लेगा तो उसकी वजह से हम we literally seek for alternatives rather than doing it on ourselves. So I think that is one thing I wish I had known. And I think I do know, so I'm pretty cool with it.
That is super cool, and I feel like this is a very important thing for people to understand, because once you stop blaming other people, once you actually be accountable to yourself, once you actually start being responsible, you get a lot of liberation, you get a lot of emotional power, and you get strong mentally.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
All right. Tell us about this. What has been your biggest failure, and what did you learn out of it?
Okay, so failure for me is a very bold term. I won't call it a failure because I believe that if you fail at a certain point, that means you haven't gained anything from it. So I won't call it a failure, but yes, I have been through challenging times in my life where I was tested and where I was, put in a situation where I had to deal with, like challenging stuff. So if I think that has made me learn a lot. And I think it was back in A levels when 2016. I think that was the worst time period of my life. I won't call it the worst, but yeah, kind of worst because I faced a lot. Like in the past 2 to 3 years, इतना नहीं सीखा होगा जितना उन 2 सालों में सीख लिया था. So yeah, that is that, and I think that time period made me learn a lot. It actually made me understand a lot of new things. And मैं बहुत ज़्यादा like I used to complain a lot. So I stopped doing that, and I started accepting कि यार ठीक है ये नहीं है, आपको हर चीज़ नहीं मिल सकती जहाँ पे जो आप चाह रहे होते हैं. You gotta accept the reality, you gotta accept the challenges that life throws at you. And I think it has brought in a lot of improvements in me. Yeah, a lot of improvements.
Great. Aisha, tell us about this. Since you're a design student, right? What
Yeah.
is that one advice you would want to give someone who wants to pursue a career in design?
All right, design. Acha, so I'll just tell you an interesting story. Okay, when I stepped into a fashion school, I had no clue about it. Okay, मैंने कभी जिंदगी में arts नहीं पढ़ा था. सही है, and I was just clueless. बस हाँ सोच लिया था कि यार कुछ different try करना, because Aisha is all about experimenting new things, so she wanted to do something different, right? So अब सोच लिया था करना तो है कुछ नया. अब वहाँ पे like I stepped into it, I was clueless कि यार drawing board होता है, then there are special tools, and I didn't know anything. I was like अच्छा ठीक है. I took it like slowly and gradually. I took time to understand things, but to my surprise, I ended up with a 4 GPA with a distinction in one of the courses, and I was in the dean's list for an entire year. Yeah. And I was like, shit, how did that happen? So, to all those who are willing to pursue fashion or design in particular, I would only suggest you one thing, that be passionate about it. Like, if you are into it, then make sure you're into it. Like, there's no coming back. Because honestly, initially I thought कि यार medicine ही पढ़ लेती तो मतलब इतनी ख्वारी होती है, like you have to go visit markets, you have to go कपड़ा लाना है, कभी ये करना है, like there's a lot of hassle. तो वो चीज आपको accept करने में, वो चीज it takes time. But then I was like यार अब करना तो है, because obviously there is no other option, right? So like I was like अब जो भी है, this is what I have. and this is how I should take it. So yeah, that was the only driving force that I had. कि यार अब करना है तो यही करना है. And you know, like I did it wholeheartedly. So yeah, here we are, almost done with the second year. So yeah.
That is great. It's sort of like, when your back is pushed against the wall and you have no other alternative and you have no other option. The only option is to go, directly through it. And so that is
Exactly.
something, and people can create that for themselves as well. I mean, if you have, like, again, you can blame other things, you can, do a lot of stuff. But if you put yourself in that position, once you do that, so then the only
And
way is,
honestly,
forward.
I personally believe that a human being is capable of doing everything if only they wish to. Like अगर हम कहते हैं ना कि यार ये नहीं होता हमसे, and I think it's all in your head. Like it's the way you basically इसको set करने की दिमाग की बात होती है. आपने अपने दिमाग को set कर लिया कि यार मैं ये चीज नहीं कर सकता, then you obviously can't do it. But because honestly initially I thought I wouldn't be able to do it, but I did it. Like 4 semesters गुजार लिए, like कुछ करके गुजारे, like So that's the whole point. कि आप अपने दिमाग को सुकून दें, उनको बोले कि यार you can do it. And once you have that thing in you, I think there's nothing that can stop you from achieving what you want.
Exactly, it's the mindset, right? And we can relate to it because Isaac में जाके it gains a lot of this mindset into you, right?
Exactly.
All right.
And मतलब
Tell me
Isaac
about
is like
this.
completely different platform for you and for me as well. Like हमारी degree का कोई connection नहीं है. Like you're doing medicine,
Exactly.
I'm doing fashion designing, so like it's like बिल्कुल complete different directions में हम जा रहे हैं. So like I think that's even good for one's development.
That is so true. And that's the beautiful part of Isaac, right? Because it doesn't matter which field you belong to. It doesn't matter where you come from. The only thing that matters
Yeah.
is that you're willing to do what it takes.
Exactly. अब वो कहते हैं ना
All right,
कि बहुत किसी पे दिलाने, it helps you get out of your comfort zone. I think it is true.
Exactly.
Like no matter how many times you repeat it, but it is actually true that it does help you get out of your comfort zone.
That is so true. That is so true. Tell us about this. If you had the time, energy, and money to do anything in this world to keep you healthy, what would you do?
Okay, so like I said earlier, that for me, health, mental health is more important than physical health. So I would do everything that keeps me content, that keeps me happy, that keeps me, that makes me feel like, oh yes, I have a life, I'm full of life, I am enjoying it, be it traveling, be it swimming, be it, anything. Like I honestly love decorating things, like I love doing घर के काम. So yeah, I keep myself busy. So I would do that if I have the energy to do it. If I had the money, I would, travel. I would explore new places, And if I had the time, then I would explore myself that, okay, what do I like and what do I do not like, So that's the thing, Basically, just keep yourself happy, and that is, I think, that is how you get to know the true essence of life. And that will
That is so
automatically,
true.
keep you healthy as well.
All right. This is a question that I got into my DMs, and that was, what inspired you to go to design? And now you have to tell the whole story that we had a conversation about previously.
Okay, what inspired me? Acha ji. Honestly, I had no idea. सही है, क्योंकि MCAT के बाद, like I got like कितने 3 महीने to actually decide what I wanna do. सही है. So just so you guys know, I actually did get into a med school, ठीक है, and my dad was like this close to paying my fees and everything, but I said no, hold on, I can't do it. Yeah, so I was like, I can't do it. Then I convinced him, and I was like, yeah, let's just switch my field and कुछ करते हैं, let's explore something. Here idea यहाँ से आया था कि my cousin, she is a designer, ठीक है, and she did her bachelor's in leather accessories and footwear design, ठीक है. So I was like really inspired by her work, and and then she was mashallah, she's doing good. She got a job, and like the lifestyle that she had, I was like, it's not a bad field, like इसमें I know कि बहुत ज़्यादा काम है, बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत है, but then again fruitful है, like you're getting something, Medicine में मतलब honestly, you guys might hate me for this, but medicine में यार 5 साल is not just 5 साल, ठीक है. 5 साल के बाद आपने अपनी specialization करनी होती है, then you have to give your USMLEs and what not, and I wasn't ready to do that because like I had this thing कि यार बस पढ़ना है, आगे कुछ करना है, because I wanted to keep fluctuating to different things, like एक चीज stuck नहीं करना, because that is just so boring and dry for me. And so is medicine. No offense to anyone, but
No,
yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all about having different passions. Like you have a passion for like this. I have a passion for like medicine. So works.
Yeah, but no, like I had it for the past 13 years, and then I was like,
Oh,
यार क्या कर रही हो? Because I'm telling you now, I never studied arts. I never studied anything else other than medicine. Like मेरे majors हमेशा biochemistry, physics थे. I loved maths, so I took maths in A level. So yeah, फिर I wanted to do something with commerce. So मैंने commerce भी पढ़ा. I gave an extra exam. So yeah, I was everywhere, but my majors were towards sciences. So yes, scene है.
yes. And Sadaf is perfectly right. It's all my life. It's like my 24/7. Or is
Yeah.
it? All right. So, Aisha, if you could step into my shoes right now, what would you ask yourself? Like if Aisha's over here and Aisha's over here.
Okay, so I would personally ask that why are you the way you are? Who are you basically? आप हैं कौन? No, not just the introduction वगैरह कुछ नहीं. But जो आप हैं वो क्यों है? Like what's the purpose behind it? Like your existence, it should have a purpose. Yeah? Why are you the way you are? So I would ask you that, and yeah.
You have to ask yourself this. And if you're asking yourself
Okay,
this,
I
now
have
you
to
have to
ask
answer
myself
it.
I just say like shit, yeah, ये तो opposite हो गया.
I know, right?
Okay, so basically, I believe that जो भी आप करते हैं जिंदगी में, it should have a purpose. सही है? आप like you're not you were sent here for a purpose. You were sent here to serve. ठीक है? Like it could be anything. You not asking you to confine yourself, but obviously you have to like make your life meaningful. अब ये मैं नहीं कह रही कि productive हो जाएं, आप काम करें or do something better, but yeah, if you have a life, if you are given such a blissful thing, so might as well utilize it, into something better. Okay? So like, I have a life. What's the purpose? Why Aisha is like the way she is? Like I love doing घर के काम. ठीक है? मैं बाहर भी, I'm very active. I'm an extrovert person, right? So yeah, I have served. I've done a few social activities, CSR activities. I was a part of corporates, and like I am everywhere because I want to make sure कि यार मैं अपना part play करूँ हर जगह जा जाके. Like छोटी छोटी चीजें, the little things that count to make it impactful. So that is what I have been practicing, and I wish to continue. And yeah, that is pretty much from that question. Yeah.
Great. Did you enjoy having to answer yourself?
Yeah, I did. I already knew the answer. Shit.
All right, perfect. Tell us about this. Since you're a design student, what do you think about art in Pakistan, and specifically, artists in Pakistan?
Hi, this can go long and long because art needs more attention. I mean, I think ये चीज अब बेहतर हो गई है with time, but still it lacks a lot of like importance. Like it should be given a lot of importance because it deserves it. Like art is very diversified. Okay? It does not it doesn't stick to at one point. It has different forms. Visual arts हो गया, sculptures हो गया, music, theater, literature, what not. You name it and you have it. So yeah, so like not अब हमारे यहाँ ना बहुत like taboo समझाते हैं. Oh, तुम आर्ट्स पढ़ते हो? अच्छा, ये तो बड़ा off scene है. Like even in my family, when I chose not my immediate family but my extended family members, they got to know that I was doing fashion designing, and every time I meet them, that we have a debate. Yeah, यार बेटा ठीक है आप सब कुछ कर रहे हो, but fashion क्यों? Like why not? Like what? Like why not? Tell me why not? It's just because आपके सोसाइटल नॉर्म्स की वजह से हम नहीं कर सकते, या मीडिया साइंसेस लड़कियां नहीं कर सकती क्योंकि हमारी सोसाइटी अलाउ नहीं करती. ठीक है? अदर देन दैट आई फील लाइक यू कैन रिलेट विद आर्ट. ठीक है? मतलब ये तो मैंने अपनी बात कर ली ना, मैं इन जनरल बात करी कि आर्ट इज समथिंग जिससे आप अपनी हर चीज यू कैन एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ, योर इमोशंस, योर फीलिंग्स, लव, हेट्रेड, फ्रेंडशिप, फ्रीडम, व्हाटसोएवर. लाइक आप हर चीज एक्सप्रेस कर सकते, दैट इज थ्रू आर्ट. एंड आई थिंक इट शुड बी गिवन मोर इंपॉर्टेंस, एंड आई थिंक और इसको इक्वली ट्रीट करते. ऐसा ही नहीं है कि बस मेडिसिन है तो मेडिसिन है, इंजीनियरिंग है तो इंजीनियरिंग है ना, आर्ट्स वाला तो कुछ है ही नहीं. Art should be equivalent to all these fields that have good name in the society. So yeah.
That is beautiful. That is just beautiful. And I feel like, ये culture develop होना चाहिए. People should, talk about this more and more. Because you're so right. हमारे generation, जो culture है उसमें यही समझा जाता है if somebody, goes out of medicine, lawyership, and a couple of other fields, तो आपको बस यही समझा जाता है कि, oh my God, are you really doing something? I mean, that's the question, right? And
Exactly.
it's just,
Little do they know कि इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा काम है. We're actually doing a lot than you think we are.
exactly, just like Sadat said, it's about stereotypes, right? And you're
Exactly.
you're breaking stereotypes, right? Tell us
Also,
about
like, I'm
this.
so glad that because of this pandemic, because of this coronavirus, a lot of people are coming out with their talents. A lot of people are showcasing their talent, which is like a good thing. They're using online platforms, they're using internet to showcase their talent, which is like a perfect thing because obviously, if you're not giving the chance to showcase it to the public, at least आप चलो दूसरे means के through तो आप कर सकते हो ना अपने आप को. So that is a
Exactly,
good thing.
110%. Yeah. Aisha, tell us about this. How do you keep yourself creative, like in the zone, and how can like people do that as well?
Okay, so अच्छा इसका like creating keeping yourself in the zone इसको बहुत ज़्यादा हम क्या कहते हैं उसको I don't know the exact word but बहुत limit नहीं करते हैं ठीक है because like it has a lot of variation आप किस तरह कर सकते हो like I honestly I am someone who works under pressure. Like if you have given me a deadlines, I guess, so even if I have an entire week to do it, I'll still do it at the 11th hour because that's me. It's not something right, not promoting it, but that's me, right? But I make sure कि जब मैं वो हूँ ना, I give my 110% to it. So yes, so like what I do is I set alarms. So I plan my entire day कि okay अब मुझे first पे ये करना है, second पे ये करना है, इस तरह करना है. I plan it out. Okay, and then I go towards the execution because I believe that अगर आपने चीज plan नहीं की हुई ना, so it's very distorted. Like it's all over the place, and you need to इसको assemble करना पड़ता है एक जगह पे लाके ताकि at least organized तो हो. So कि okay यार, this is how I'm gonna keep myself occupied with the work, and this is how I'm gonna go about it, right? So that's what I do, and then like music. I think music helps me be more creative because I'm in the zone and I visualize stuff more nicely when I'm listening to music. So that is how I do it. And what else? I think especially when I'm in a happy mood, I think it works for everyone. That when you're happy, you're more creative. You think out of your box, because you're like your mind is not like stuck at one point because it's everywhere. You're feeling good. Positive vibes are radiating everywhere. So that's how it goes for me at least.
Great, that's great. So now I just want to talk about something that I feel like is not given the due attention. I feel like that is one of the core thing about the health show. And the reason why it's included is not because I'm inviting all sorts of experts on mental health. It's
Yeah.
because I want to raise awareness about mental health, right? I want people to talk about it more and more to understand and to build this culture where people are comfortable with going to therapy, with comfortable to talk about it openly and not like all and closer to themselves and just like keep them and not share that going through these mental health issues and just like
Yeah.
having to go through such things that shouldn't happen in the first place, right? So and so there's lots of stigmas around mental health. What's your take into this? What's your take about mental health?
Okay, so I believe that mental illness have been very controversial, like लोग बात करते हैं, and like it's a very controversial yet an important topic to be talked about. ठीक है, and I personally believe that over the past, I think 10 years या 5 years, ये चीज highlight हो रही है, and there has been a slight improvement, not exactly I would call it an improvement, but a slight improvement that things are getting better. People are addressing issues, but then again, मेरा मसला ये है कि it's the people who build such issues and then they talk about it. Like, why not take actions before कोई चीज बुरी हो जाती है. Like हम internet पे जाते हैं, we're the ones mocking everyone, we're the ones spreading negativity, we're the ones like putting others down. We're the ones because we're the society, we're playing an important role in it. ठीक है, किसी की mental health ऐसी खराब नहीं हो जाती. We need to understand the root cause behind it. If somebody is depressed, somebody is going through something, हम उसकी रूट कॉज हम बोलते हैं, एक तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम उसको निग्लेक्ट करते हैं कि यार ये क्या बस एम ही है, मतलब इसको क्या मतलब मेंटल हेल्थ क्या, it's normal, you're not going through anything or extraordinary. I have seen people, and I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I might have said it sometimes as well, कि यार this is normal, but then again हमें realize करना चाहिए कि this is something we need to stop. We should stop here because we are creating an impact. हमारे छोटे से अल्फाज can affect that person in a very bad manner, and that can destroy their life, that can destroy their mental health, and we don't realize it. हम कर देते हैं and then we don't realize it. Like yesterday I was going through this post where one of my friends was being mocked by my other friends, and I was like, what is going on over the internet? And उसको फिर हम तो तफरी कर रहे हैं, we're just having fun, and you don't realize that can have a very negative effect on that person's health, but we don't bother, we're just like, oh, this is not important, let's not just talk about it, और जैसे कोई इंटरनेट पे इशू आ जाता है, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि इट्स बैड टू टॉक अबाउट इट, बट देन अगेन यार आपको एटलीस्ट थोड़ा सा कंसिडरेट होना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा सा रिस्पॉन्सिबल होना पड़ेगा कि यार कहते ना कि एवरीथिंग स्टार्ट्स एट होम. So first you need to bring those positive changes, those things in yourself. You need to be compassionate enough. You need to be considerate enough. Okay? If you have all those capabilities, you have those, abilities आपने सब अपने अंदर इनबिल्ट कर लिए हैं, then हाँ बोल सकते कि यार मैं तो बहुत अच्छा हूँ, इसकी वजह से कुछ हुआ होगा, I do not have a part in it, तब आप बोल सकते हो. वरना I think we all as a society are equally responsible in someone's, if somebody's going through a bad time, if somebody's going through a mental health crisis.
That is just beautiful, Aisha. It's because it all starts within you. If you want to see the change, you have to start it, with yourself.
Exactly.
That is how it works.
Exactly. And I think कि फिर आप वो अपने कि if you're going through a tough time, might as well just text me or do that and this and that. Bhai, give that person the comfort level to actually open up to you. If you're the one who's gonna mock around, if you're the one who's gonna put them into that bad phase, then why would that person come to you? Why would they approach you? Obviously, अगर मेरे साथ कोई बुरा करेगा, no matter what, I might as well forgive them for that. I might as well forget. But मुझे यही होगा कि यार इसने मेरे साथ एक मर्तबा किया था, can I really trust that person with my stuff? Can I? No, you can't. Because it is always going on your head, and especially someone who's going through a mental, उसका दिमाग तो वैसे 10 times more चलता है, because it's like पूरी जगह से उनका दिमाग जकड़ा हुआ होता है हर जगह से. So yeah.
That is so true, and that was very insightful, Aisha. Tell me about this, and this is like my final question. That is, what is that one thing you want to leave the audience with tonight?
Okay, so simple and very nicely put, जियो और जीने दो. Please be positive enough, and honestly, we've had enough of negativity. We've had enough of bad times. We've had it. Okay? We don't want you to play a part in it. We don't want you to contribute more towards it. Okay? If you can't do something nice, let's just not do it. It's for me, it's for you, it's for everyone out there. कि अगर आप कुछ अच्छा contribute नहीं कर सकते, तो might as well just don't do it, because आपकी उस हल्की सी बुराई का भी बहुत बुरा इफेक्ट पड़ता है. सही है? तो अब अगर आप अच्छा कर सकते हैं, then that's great, keep doing it. But if you can't, then किसी की कहते हैं कि किसी गम का बायस ना बने, किसी के गम का रीजन ना बने. Don't be the reason of someone's sorrow. So yeah, खुश रहें और रहने दें लोगों को.
That is so true, and I feel like people, जियो ने बहुत पहले ये बात करती थी, and people did not internalize this, and I feel like that's one of the comments and replies and responses by people, and these are great. Somebody's saying, I think we need education, we need to educate ourselves, and this because we don't even know what mental health issues are in the first place. If we are educated and we know what it is, we will be able to deal with it, and that is perfectly right. I feel like that is also the root cause, because I was having this conversation with Homa, right, and we were talking about this. कि in the past people used to be like, oh my god, मुझे घबराहट हो रही है. They did not know it was anxiety. I mean, they didn't even know, and if you don't know, you can never address it, right? So that's a big thing.
एंड आई थिंक एंजाइटी इज नॉर्मल. लाइक हमने इसको इतना बड़ा इशू बना दिया है कि यार एंजाइटी बहुत, लाइक एंजाइटी इज नॉर्मल, किसी भी एक नॉर्मल इंसान को हो सकती है. एंड आपको उसको और मुश्किल नहीं बनाना होता उस बंदे के लिए. लाइक just give them their personal space and they might as well get better. आप उनको छोड़ दें उनके हाल पे, बिकॉज हमेशा लोगों को लोगों की जरूरत नहीं होती. कभी कभी they wanna be isolated, they wanna be at peace. And I think हमारे लोग ये समझते नहीं है ये बात. A lot of people don't understand कि मतलब उनको लगता है कि सब ये मजाक है, which is not the case.
Exactly. And she says we don't even know what the symptoms are. We don't know that depression is an imbalance in our minds. And if we knew these things, we can establish the cause and deal with it. Exactly. That's right.
That's true.
Sadaf has a lot to say as well. Materialistic people are the basic cause of negativity. Yeah, obviously. And it's it all starts from there.
I won't say just materialistic people, because obviously like little things contribute towards negative, the entire bowl. So yeah, but like it is one of the part. Yeah, be empathetic towards others and put yourself in their shoes and be kind to others. Something that I preach myself as well, that one should always be empathetic, and one should obviously what the other person आके सोचो कि यार if I were in the same situation, how would I have reacted to it? मैं किस तरह deal करता उससे.
That is so true. So Aisha, this has been very, a very insightful conversation that we just had. We talked about mental health, we talked about your journey, we talked about design, we talked about art, talked about speaking up, talked about a lot of stuff. And I
Yeah.
feel like, people really related to it. I feel like this has made a difference, even if it's just like 0.1% of a difference. I feel like it's big. It's impactful. And so that's why
And I
I
think
want to
that
thank you.
job has been done. Even if it creates a 0.1% ka difference, job has been done.
Exactly, so true, and that's why I want to thank you for sharing your time with me here. I thank you for having to deal with the issues that every Karachi person has to deal with K Electric, PTS, and all that stuff. It has been a really fun conversation. And yeah, thank you so much for joining in. It was
You're
really
most
good.
welcome for inviting me over and giving me the opportunity to talk. It really means a lot.
Thank you.
so
And
much.
with that, I would like to wrap it up. Have a nice day. And have a nice life and stay powered. Aisha, thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you. Asad. Allah Hafiz.